In Silver City at, what is it? The Bike Works?
So this is a bike shop called the Bike Works, and also another bike shop called Silver City Cycles. So it's a two bike shops under one roof operation.
So you get two for the price of one.
That's right. So Silver City Cycles is the full retail bike shop. We sell e-bikes. We're a giant dealer. We have a service department. So more traditional style of bike shop. We also do cargo bikes, electric cargo bikes. But the Bike Works is a 501c3 nonprofit that is all about education. So we have a lot of programs for kids. We have Earn a Bike program. We have community tools that people can use to learn about maintaining their bikes. So inside the shop we have kind of both pathways.
We'll take you in there in a minute. So you
Yep,
want
we'll go
some
in
of the
there.
cool projects the guy should tell me you want to say. You got the steer by wire bike is really awesome that I guess you built.
Yeah, I built this one for me and my son to ride. So as you can see, it steers from the back. So this is a tandem. They call it a family tandem. So my son was 8 years old when I built this. And so he sits up front. Well, he sat up front. That was 10 years ago. And this doesn't steer. So he pedals and holds on. But I'm back here looking over his head. And I have all the steering, all the controls back here.
Are you able to see what he's doing as well?
Yeah, exactly. Instead of him looking at my back, he's got the good view. He thinks he's in charge, right?
Yeah. So that's cool. And then you got a bunch of other used bikes that you guys.
A lot of the used bikes are from the Bike Works, the nonprofit side of the business. So people donate bikes to us to support our educational mission. And some of the nicer bikes we sell as, affordable reconditioned bikes, just to get good bikes out there to people at good prices. Instead of having to resort to a department store bike, they can get a bike that started its life in a bike shop that is a bit older but fully tuned up and ready to go. The quality bike. So.
And instead of have to buy a Walmart bike you can buy a name brand bike for the same price.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, we're in downtown Silver City. It's a small town in southwest New Mexico. It's an old mining town, old silver and gold mining town. But it's kind of, the mining days are still, there's still some mines around town, big copper mines, but they're kind of phasing out. It's kind of more of an artist community, retirement community. All right, so we are in Silver City, New Mexico. It's in the southwest corner of New Mexico. We sit at about 6,000 feet elevation, and we're right at the bottom edge of the Gila National Forest and Gila Wilderness. It's a 3.3 million acre national forest with 500,000 acres of wilderness. So hot springs, subalpine forest, really cool little community here. About 10,000 people live in this town, 30,000 people in the county. It's an old mining town. They found gold here at the turn of the last century, and gold and silver, and now it's mostly they're pulling out copper out of the ground. So that's kind of waning. It's also an artist community. A lot of people move here to get away from the bigger cities, get up into the mountains. El Paso, Phoenix, the hot, desert cities. It's way cooler up here at 6,000 feet, so we get a lot of people coming up from there. But yeah, this shop is, like I mentioned, a dual-purpose shop. It's both like a retail, full-service retail shop, and then also an educational nonprofit. We have a lot of bikes in stock at the moment. We're a giant dealer, and that also comes with their sister brand, Liv, which is a women's-specific brand. They tailor bikes. It's founded by women, designed by women, and bikes all about fitting women's bodies, women's interests. We're also a Diamondback dealer, and Sunday, it's a BMX brand, and we sell a lot of e-bikes. We're an Aventon dealer, which is an e-bike brand that we carry, and Yuba, that's a cargo bike brand. So we love bikes for all types of purposes. bikes for hauling loads, bikes for riding on trails, bikes for road riding, kids bikes, all types of bikes. So yeah, we get pretty busy here in the summer. We've been busy today. Now we're kind of getting a breath of fresh air and cleaning up a little bit. Feels good. But yeah, come right over here. I'll show you the community workstation area. So this is the BikeWorks nonprofit aspect of the shop, and as you can see, there's a tool cart here with a full set of tools, just the basic tools you need to fix a bike, and a little workbench up here. We need to fix this foam at the top.
And they all these are pretty much similar, or
yeah. So each one of these tool kits is a complete set of tools.
Wow.
So you can roll it out, set up your bike in a work stand, a portable work stand here, and have access to tools and expert knowledge from our staff. So yeah, a lot of people want to hire us to fix their bike. A lot of people want to learn how to do it themselves, and so we offer both pathways.
so if you just want to drop your bike off and get it fixed, then you can pay money, or if you
Right.
want to go through the whole learning experience and save a little bit of money,
Right.
and then maybe make a donation as well.
Yeah, we do. We rent the tool stations for like $6 to $10 an hour sliding scale. So if someone doesn't have that much money, they can put down less money. And we also have a work trade option. So if somebody doesn't have any money at all, but they have time to help out, help clean up around the shop, or work with a kid on fixing their bike, they can basically work trade and get shop time access to the tools. So we try to be flexible. I mean, we don't want to turn anyone away that needs access to our equipment and our tools, and we have lots of used parts that we use to help people get their bikes going.
Yeah, and that's awesome. There's several different bike works around the country, but this one is unique and special, like each one of them is.
Yeah, exactly. There's a whole movement of community bike shops, nonprofit bike shops. Mostly they're in urban environments. I moved here from Austin, Texas, and I was involved in starting one in 1996 called the Yellow Bike Project. But lots of cities have like community bike shops, nonprofit bike shops, but not many small towns like where we are have this type of resource. But
Right.
there's people that ride bikes everywhere, so I think people should have access to tools and knowledge. So that's why we do it here.
And yeah, and this since we're right next to National Forest, a lot of people ride bikes in the forest and stuff, because that's the only way you get down some of the trails is ride a bike or walk.
Exactly. Yeah, we have tons of like Forest Service roads, old logging roads, fire roads. Gravel bikes are really popular. You know, road bikes that can handle fatter tires, so you can really get going farther. But in the wilderness, of course, bikes are not allowed. But in the national forest that wraps around the wilderness, there's millions of acres that people can ride bikes on out there. So there's a lot of fun to be had out in the woods and on the roads. And one thing, Silver City also hosts a 5-day stage race coming up. It's coming up at the end of April. It's called Tour of the Gila. It's a 5-day professional and amateur road race. So it's like a full like UCI level, like Tour de France and those big international races. It's like that style, but one level down from that top level. So we get a lot of pro racers here, road racers. So that's fun. That's a whole different side of cycling, you know. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. Silver City is a cool place to be. It's not as hot in the summer, and we do get some winter. We get some snow here, probably like, I don't know, 4 or 5 times a year it snows. But we never get snowed in. You know, it doesn't accumulate. So it's a manageable winter. Yeah. Anything else?
Oh, that's cool. So if you ever stop by Silver City, make sure you come to the Bike Works or the Silver City
Cycles.
Cycles.
Yeah. You got it. Thanks for coming by.